Welcome to Out of the Rough. I'm Fred Arnold, and in this show we're going to highlight opportunities and solutions to many of life's challenges. In today's tough economic time, I want to bring to you practical solutions to many of life's challenges. Today I got Patti handy. Welcome to the show, Patti.
Thank you.
Now, Patti wrote a book called How to Ditch Your Allowance and Be Richer Than Your Parents. 9 wealth building tools to make a teen rich. Love the title.
Thank you. Thank you. I think kids do too.
Yeah. What inspired you to write the book?
My son. I've got a teenage son, and I wanted to gift him with empowerment, independence, strength. It's a tough time. It's going to get tougher, and I don't want to see him experience what many are experiencing today. So I wrote it to him, and then it kind of grew from there. I had friends say, you got to publish this, and it sort of just took a life.
It took off, yeah. It's one of the things that I think we need to do as a nation is educate our youth, and for that matter, educate those that haven't been educated on the importance around money, the importance around budgeting or spending plan, as you call it in the book, the importance of financial education.
It's not a fun topic. It's not a sexy topic. It's a scary topic for many, and I think people just avoid it because they just don't understand it. And that avoidance is what gets them in trouble. Initially,
though, at an early age, I have 4 children, and at an early age, you can get them involved in understanding the topic of money, the topic of what it does, and how you can, it can be positive in your life versus negative.
Absolutely.
But let's talk about the mindset. Starting young.
Mindset is important. Your kids are sponges. They're watching you. They're listening to you. It's so important that you bring across, although it's a tough time, it's a scary time, people are struggling, watch your language. And when I say that, for example, instead of saying, I can't afford that, or we can't afford that, you say, that isn't a good use of our money right now. We've got to put that money towards something else.
It's a different paradigm.
It's a different paradigm. It makes them think in terms of, I am still in control of the situation. Mm-hmm. They're not feeling lack. They're not feeling a place of, I'm behind the 8 ball. It's, you know what, I'm empowered. I'm in control. I'm not going to spend my money on this today because I need it for this, this, or this. Mm-hmm. And it's one of those things where what you focus on expands. And if you focus on your lack, you focus on what's bad in your world, that's going to expand. You focus on your debt, that's going to expand. So you focus instead on what you're grateful for, what you're happy for, what you're given, what you can control, and you move from there.
Abundance. I think we all have abundance in one way or another, but
Absolutely.
You talk about being grateful in the book. Just start out, be grateful every day. Maybe when you pray with your children or whatever you do to reflect, be grateful in your day.
Absolutely. I actually keep a gratitude journal. Mm-hmm. And I think every night if you just take 2 or 3 minutes and write a couple things down that you're grateful for that day, it could be the cup of hot coffee that you're drinking. It could be the soft sheets that you're laying in. It could be the fact that you spend time with your family and kids. It doesn't need to be, I made X dollars today. It could be just the simple pleasures in life, which is really what it all comes down to.
Yeah, it's really simple. And you don't know you don't know that it's not on your consciousness until you lose something.
Right.
And that's the one thing we really need to understand.
Right.
Affirmations. You're big on affirmations.
It's really important that self-talk, your mind's saying things over and over and over again. And if you're continually feeding yourself negative thoughts and negative conversation in your head, that's just going to perpetuate. So it's important to continually say positive things to yourself, positive things to others. I have a list in my bathroom mirror. I see it every day while I'm brushing my teeth, and I'm looking at it, and I'm kind of reading it. And it just reminds you of what you want to stay focused on for that day, what you're, again, grateful for.
Give me an example of an affirmation, positive affirmation.
I am making a great big income doing what makes me happy and fills the world. Mm-hmm. I am grateful for my health and my happiness and my family. Yeah. God has blessed me with so much in my life. I'm eternally grateful. I mean, just simple things that are short, sweet, to the point.
Yeah, whether you're religious or not, it's okay to express your
whatever
your
it
thanks.
is you're thanking for.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. This is one that's important. Taking responsibility. I see this time and time again in your actions, and that is you're setting an example for your children. And so the example sets with them, and if you take responsibility for your actions, they're going to take responsibility for their actions.
Right, and we have to, as parents, hold them accountable for their actions. If they do something, for example, spend money on something, suddenly they're out of money and they go, Mom, Dad, can I borrow $10? well, you chose to use that money. You didn't think about later, the immediate gratification issue. Hold them accountable. They have to be held responsible for their decisions and their behaviors, and there's consequences.
And it starts at home. It starts with you.
It starts with
with
home,
you.
absolutely.
You're not perfect.
I hope not. None of us are, and God made us perfect in our own way. And
Yeah.
again, if you're religious or not, it doesn't. It's,
My wife would prefer me not to go shopping at the market because I just grab whatever's on the shelf, right? I know that's an imperfection of mine, so I'll send the kids in to get something.
take a list.
Yes.
And stick to it.
Exactly,
We are
exactly.
not perfect, and we shouldn't try to be.
And the last two that you talk about in your book is dream big.
Dream big. It keeps the fire going. It keeps the momentum, and I think it's important for all of us to have dreams, whatever they are. Whether it be making a difference in the world with whatever you're doing, you start here and you kind of move to here, and vision boards, all that stuff is so important.
Adults sometimes forget to dream, and I think that we
That's
have to
true.
continue to dream.
That's true.
Last but not least, stay organized. Something I struggle with. My wife's very organized. So yeah, you have to stay organized so you know what you're spending.
Organized is huge. Chaos creates more chaos. You have to be organized. Even in my house, everything is completely in order because you just feel a sense of control. There's a sense of, okay, there's just this sense of, I use the word control, it's probably a bad word, but there's a sense of, I got a handle on things. And if you go into a house and everything's crazy, even your bills to your laundry, it just creates a sense of, I'm not in control of the situation.
Right, yeah. I love it. And it's how to ditch your allowance and be richer than your parents. So we're going to jump to a quick break. But when we come back, I want to talk with Patti about some practical ideas that we need to teach our children every day so they can be financially responsible.